FY 2010 was a very busy year for MOM and our partners, as teams worked hard together to complete their projects in time for this year's nomination. Judges too had a hard time picking just 8 winners out of the many top-notch projects that provided innovative solutions with far-reaching impact. But tonight, the wait is over as we reveal the winners of this year's Minister for Manpower Awards. Our first group is the team behind a new workplace health strategy that outlines key approaches to creating world-class workplaces.
Even though this is like a thin little booklet, but I think we have to scrutinize almost every para, every line when we developed it. Because whatever that we do now would actually impact the plans for the next few years.
The final document was launched last year after months of consultation with over 200 industry players, as well as feedback from some 16,000 online subscribers.
I think the persons who did the drafting, the first draft to come up with this important document, I have to thank Dr. Josefa, Dr. Lee Hock Siang, Albion, because we have to look through individual paragraphs, lines and so on to make sure that it doesn't contradict each other and is in line with what we have in the Workplace Safety and Health 2018.
For their contribution to workplace health, the team from SPACS, WSHC, and HPB receives the Minister for Manpower Award. Professionals, managers, and executives, or PMEs, now have another channel for mediation.
The new employment dispute resolution mechanism actually is an innovative concept that leverages on the unique strength of tripartism in Singapore to help PMEs and employers resolve their employment disputes. And I must say that I'm very proud to be part of this team, and we have worked very hard over the past 1 year to implement this initiative.
The new mechanism also entailed legislative changes and the creation of new work processes involving partners from SNEF and the NTUC.
Well, a lot of time and resources were invested in engaging several stakeholders like the unions and the employers, and the discussions actually helped to generate a lot of valuable feedback which helped us to fine-tune the mechanism better.
For strengthening tripartism in Singapore, the team truly deserves this year's Minister for Manpower Award. What happens when the Hungry Ghost Festival meets a CPFB outreach program? Well, you get an instant winner like our next team project. Taking their message on the road, officers from CPFB and the ISPD entertain heartland crowds with witty skits promoting the MediSave scheme for self-employed persons and a new Drive and Save scheme for taxi drivers. Needless to say, the new item is now a runaway success with the possibility for future spin-offs.
嗨，大家好，我是阿香，我是阿娇，我们是 CPF 的香蕉姐妹。Thanks for giving us the MFMA award. We're very happy. Next year we'll go for the Star Award, 红心大奖. Vote for us, remember 啊？
The employment agency sector gets a shakeup with a review of the employment agency regulatory framework. Among the changes, new amendments to the Employment Agency Act of 1984.
Because it has not been reviewed since then, there's so many things that we want to change in the industry. So this project is really, really huge because every small thing that you want to change will impact so many other things that you will also then have to tweak at the same time. Yeah, so we're just moving the whole industry slowly to this other new framework that we hope is much better. Yeah.
The new regulatory framework is expected to cut the number of complaints involving agency malpractices and unlicensed agents. For raising the level of professionalism among employment agencies, the following department receives the Minister for Manpower Award. Since its launch in 2007, the Workfare Income Supplement Scheme has improved the lives of some 400,000 low-wage workers. Last work year, these offices gave the WIS a further boost by increasing the maximum annual payout per household to $2,800 and raising the eligibility threshold to $1,700 per month. Also new, a Workfare Training Support Scheme.
WTS, or the Workfare Training Support Scheme, is a scheme that's designed to encourage low-wage, low-skilled older workers to go for training, upgrade themselves, get better jobs, get higher pay.
For championing the cause of lower-wage workers, the team from MOM, CPFB, and WDA gets the judges' vote for this year's Minister for Manpower Award. To qualify for skilled levy status, work permit holders in the hotel, retail, and F&B sectors will have to pass an additional service literacy test, or SLT, from July 2010. The new test will ensure frontline service staff have the prerequisite language skills for their jobs. For customers, this means good news.
They will have a better service experience in terms of the waiter or waitresses is able to understand what the customer is trying to convey. So rather than, excuse me, may I have a lemonade please? Then the waiter or waitress may not be, whoever who may not be able to understand will say, huh? 你要什么?
The whole process from setting up a test center, formulating questions to administering the first test took just 12 months. For the very efficient rollout of the service literacy test, the project team is honored tonight with the Minister for Manpower Award. Our next team is no stranger to award ceremonies. 10 international and local awards in the last 3 years, including the inaugural Web Excellence Award and the prestigious Stockholm Challenge.
Well, we're disappointed that we didn't get to go to Stockholm, but winning the award is something that made us really happy. And well, if we have the money, we can go to Stockholm anytime. But winning an award is not something you get daily.
So what's it like winning the MFMA year after year?
We could have just rest on our laurels year after year, but I think every year the initiatives improve and we get accolades from the customers year after year.
Last year's service innovation include My Golden Egg, My CPF Inbox, and the Auto Excel Plus Online for employers.
The main benefit to employer would be that they save time, because each time there's a CPF contribution rate change, they don't have to worry that they don't have the latest version, that they have to install something, and some employers are not very tech savvy. So it's difficult for them to have to install programs on their own, especially when we send them a CD-ROM.
And so again, it is our pleasure to present the MFMA to the team from the CPFB. And now, the final award. A team that had tried and failed, but tried again. A team that fought hard to win the recognition that MOM truly deserves. A team that brought home the long-coveted Singapore Quality Award.
The title of our project is Journey Towards Business Excellence Apex 2010. It's actually a validation of our OE journey so far, and getting the award simply signifies that we are now a world-class organization.
And the journey so far has certainly been worth the tribulation.
It brings all of us closer together, all the mamas, because we have a common enemy, the assessors. We have to strive really hard, so it elevates the one-man spirit. And also, I think more importantly, we now have 5 years of peace. We don't have to work OT every day and I have to put a lot of effort just to get all the documents together. And of course, it doesn't help that we have more money for MFE. So yeah, I think all these are the impact of us winning the SQA award.
And just in case, if there was any doubt that this team will win this year.
Although we went through a lot last year, but we couldn't win the SQA award, but we still got the PS award. So this year, we finally clinched the prestigious SQA award. So of course, we should win the Minister's award. But in all seriousness, seriously, who's out there to compete with us? We deserve it.
Congratulations all winners, and we hope to see you again at next year's Minister for Manpower Awards.